There's a world that was meant for our eyes to see. To the ends of the earth would you follow me?
Hey there, we're John and Laura, and in 2018 we bought a Sprinter motorhome and a Jeep and started to travel. These are our stories. We call it Road Camp. Why don't you come along?
We are just leaving Clearfield, Pennsylvania, and had a great visit with my family who's still in Pennsylvania. Bet you guys didn't know with my accent that I originally come from Pennsylvania. But it is time to point the motorhome south and head to North Carolina, which doesn't sound south, but it is when you're in Pennsylvania. I got a car merging, not a problem, because they tend to stay away from me. Okay, so Pennsylvania is a really pretty area. We've been enjoying our ride, so heading south.
Well, we have to head south.
Why, cuz?
Well, I'll give you a hint. It's 3 words.
3 words. We're out of Dukes.
No.
Well, we're not out of Dukes. There's no reason to head home. We're out of money?
Maybe, but no.
Oh, okay, so if it's not Dukes and it's not money, what is it?
Need hair color.
Oh, well, that is a sureism, so let's head south. Hey there. You can tell by the colors of the trees, it's fall, and we're back in Blowing Rock. So we made it home last night, parked the motorhome at the car garage, and put it to sleep. And I went over there this morning and cleaned things up, and we're getting ready for our next trip, whenever that might be. But I hope you had a good time. And so I think we have some odds and ends to finish up. So why don't we go over to the car barn and check out the motorhome, talk about a few things. And on the way over, I'll probably show a few pictures from the trip that we didn't get to see earlier. So.
Well, we picked it up in Kentucky, hitched it to my old Tacoma. Silver and white with a long red stripe, a little home away from homeward. You saw the curtains and I passed the floor. You hung up your dresses and I fixed the door. We had to keep it under 55. Any faster and a rock from side to side. We were tumbleweeds in Texas, Carolina in the rain. Didn't know where we were going, now we liked it better that way. We were boardwalk birds in Jersey, we were Kansas fields of gold. When I think about me and you, I see us in a 72 Winnebago. Yeah. You were campfire lit, red wine lips, laughing in the face of a dream. I was broke as a joke, heart full of hope, just glad to have you next to me. You cut my hair on the side of the road, you took me right where I wanted to go. We were burning love at both ends, 2 hands out the window. In the wind we were tumbleweeds in Texas, Carolina in the rain. Didn't know where we were going, now we liked it better that way. We were boardwalk birds in Jersey, we were Kansas fields of gold. When I think about me and you, I see us in a 72 Winnebago. Alright, yeah. We were dirt roads in Minnesota, desert skies in Santa Fe. world tried to sink in. We weren't in phase, and now when I make home, oh yeah, shout la 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 la. We were tumbleweeds in Texas, Carolina in the rain.
So you know you've been probably on the road too long when you get home and you have squatters that have moved in on your property. And that's a squatter right there. That's a groundhog who enjoys eating about 2 bites. Look at the size of that bad boy. He enjoys eating about 2 bites out of an apple, and then he moves on. See? Does he look like he's scared of me? No. He's thinking, what are you doing in my yard? Oh, there he goes. Is that the healthiest looking groundhog you've ever seen? I don't see a shadow. Not sure what that means, but no shadow. Mm-hmm. There he goes. I didn't know he could run. He's so big. Our groundhog is so big, he doesn't have to worry about seeing his shadow. He's like an eclipse. Look at him go. Boom. This is what a groundhog breakfast looks like. 2 bites and moved on. These are some nice apples. Bumper crop of apples this year. They're about done, but let's see if there's any still up on the top where they're hard to reach. Oh yeah, lots of apples. I thought it'd be helpful to continue our series on RVing 101, and let me start with a little information about types of RVs. I've had a lot of questions about that. Basically, you have 3 types of RVs. You have the A, the B, and the C. We have a C. I'll show it to you in a minute with the slide in. We talked about that earlier. But a Class A is the big one. It could be a bus. They're typically from 29 feet to 45 feet. They're huge. They're the big ones you see on the interstate. And they're luxurious, and you got a lot of places to sleep. So big families, people with want to have all the comforts of home with them. Then you have the Class B. You'd think it'd be the next size down, but it's not. That's the smallest one. Don't ask me why, I didn't make it up. But Class Bs are typically camper vans. So you can have a Sprinter like the guy who delivers your Amazon packages, a little van and convert it to an RV. So you have Class Bs are camper vans that are easier to maneuver. You can even park them in a regular parking spot sometime if you get lucky. And usually you have to take the bed and put it together every night to be able to have a space to get around in during the daytime. And then there's the Class C, and the Class C is what we have. And Class C has slides that can slide out typically to make it a little bit bigger. They're anywhere from 24 feet to maybe 29 feet, 30 feet. And they're right in between the A and the B, being the smallest, A being the largest, C's in the middle. And it gives you a little bit of the best of both worlds, and it's really based on your own individual needs and what you like. So that's kind of overview on that, and let's go take a look at the inside of our Class C with the slide in. You know, there's really 3 things you don't want to see made or participate in. You don't want to see laws made. You don't really want to see sausage made. And the last thing is, you don't want to see the contents or the hookup of your black tank. Anything that takes gloves that look like they came out of some kind of sci-fi movie, you really don't want to see. So I'll spare you those images. Okay, step pops out, which is kind of nice. Gives you a chance to step in. Step up 3 times. Now the slide's in. And so, give you orientation. There's the driver's seat. We call it the command center. Co-pilot. She's the one with the directions. She's the one that took us down that dirt road, I think. It's a nice view. It's not too bad, not too big. And then with the slide in, Still have these nice 2 chairs to have lunch in. And they do have a reclining feature. Not reclining, but place for your feet to go. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, little paid commercial here. Here is the finished product of the 9, count them. We know those are not needlepoint, it's embroidery, and it is also done exceptionally well, I might add. That might get me some dinner tonight. So that was the last one, Road Camp 2021. Life is better in the camp, by the campfire. Unplug. Home is where you park it. Camper, sweet camper. Home is wherever I'm with you. No words. I love camping and life in the woods. Okay, back to the RV. Slide is in. Still have plenty of room to do a little cooking for lunch. We have our sink. We have our little countertop that pops up here in the door. And under the glass here is 2 burners, gas, propane, lots of drawers, a couple cabinets, pantry, closet, and the bed is now folded up because the slide is in. It is hinged, and when the slide goes out about almost 3 feet, you bend it over, and then you have your bed. You can walk around it, which is kind of nice. Up top, you can kind of see what the slide looks like. Really big. Oh, and this space over the 2 front seats is another place for a bed. We use it as our attic, and we put all our traveling goodies up there when we're traveling. That works out real well. Have a TV here right across from the chairs, and then we have the refrigerator, which works out well. Good size, got food in there still. And then the bathroom, and it's not huge, but it works. So you have room for a shower, sink, water closet, toilet. Now for the fun part. I go over to this little switch on the wall that says room slide out. We're going to push the out button and watch what happens. Makes a lot of racket. You know, so things are moving. The bed is going out. See it on the window over there. There it goes. Looking good. Almost out. There it goes. Boom. It's out. Now we have a whole lot more room in here. Can't really tell, but except that 30 inches. And the bed has all these pillows on it. But you move those pillows, you move these pillows, and that flips down, and you have a queen size bed. And this is the basement. Basement is where we keep all the stuff that you don't want to see as you travel. But lots of goodies down there. And this is the RV with the slide out. I'll go back in the corner here. And it lives pretty nice. Hope you enjoyed it.
Glad to have you next to me. You cut my hair on the side of the